Hey, how we doing, everybody?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back.
Joe here.
Kevin.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Yeah,
We're in it now, man. This is the final season. The premiere kind of resolved a lot of our issues we had with the finale of season 3.
it did. And honestly, it was one of my favorite episodes.
It was
Going back and looking at it. This is it
same
was
here.
it was one of my favorite episodes of the show so far because uh I was baited in by the show and I got frustrated just like they wanted me
Yeah,
to. And by the end it's like, "Oh, okay." Right?
they know what they're doing.
Like for the first half of the show, Rebecca was insufferable.
Ah,
And I was like, "Man, I got you got me back on on the Rebecca train
yeah,
there." And now I just want to give you shaken Rebecca syndrome. You're driving me crazy so much. I just want to grab you and shake you,
yeah.
with oh my God, I think I might be privileged. Like,
Yes.
really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And how awful she was being to the girls in jail, trying to like make everything about her when
Yeah.
like they have actual real issues.
Sad issues too.
Yeah,
It got kind of heavy
tragic,
there for a
right?
minute.
Just purely tragic.
Um,
Um,
that's kind of how the show baits you in, right?
it did.
It's very winking as well. Like it gets you to think. She's the worst, and then usually a couple of episodes later, that's when you have the resolve.
Right, yeah,
In this
absolutely.
episode,
It did both.
it did
Right.
both exactly.
It had me pulling my hair out, and I love the fact that Valencia
Mhm.
was like, "Oh my God, will you stop talking about how privileged you are? It's just another personality you're trying on."
Yeah, yeah.
Josh is doing the same thing. "Oh look, I have these
These
disorders,
ailments.
these ailments," and started lumping him in with people who actually have problems.
Yeah.
So I also wanted to slap Josh a little bit in that.
With
And,
him, it's like he's the comic relief at this point. You
oh,
can just
for
laugh at Josh
sure,
and be like,
right,
"All right,
absolutely,
Josh."
yeah. Josh is the guy you can laugh at because
Yes,
even the therapist was like, "There's nothing wrong with you other than the fact that you're incredibly selfish and
he's very
self-centered."
selfish.
Yeah,
Which I want to see what his arc looks like this season. What is that?
he can get there. The thing with Josh is he doesn't like most people who are kind of awful,
Yeah.
doesn't recognize it.
Mhm. No, I mean
There's no
he's not
self-awareness.
smart enough there.
Right. He's got a little Michael Scott to him in that he has absolutely no self-awareness.
He is the
If-
Michael Scott of the show.
He is, who just is like, you have no idea how grating you are sometimes and how inappropriate you are, your behavior.
He's not as likable as Michael Scott, though.
No, he's not. He's not nearly as likable as Michael Scott. I don't know why that is, but he's not. Maybe it's just because Michael got better, and it was that there were times you could laugh along with Michael, and I have a hard time laughing along with Josh. I
Here's
have
the
more of
thing.
a time laughing at Josh.
Josh is a young, good-looking guy.
Right.
Michael Scott, middle-aged man, slightly pathetic.
That's true. It's harder to hate that guy. That's
He's
like
lovable.
this poor guy had nothing ever going for him, right?
Yes.
But at any rate, we digress. I like where Rebecca ended up, where it seemed like she kind of cast off some of that crap.
Mm.
I don't know if Josh did. You know what I mean? I After the shrink talked to him, I don't know if Josh accepted the fact that maybe I just need to start looking more at how my actions affect other people.
Yeah, and I think going forward we'll see that
I hope so. I really do.
for Nathaniel also.
Right. I don't like hating Nathaniel and Josh. I really don't.
I don't either.
But sometimes they make it hard. Rebecca, I've always been in love with, like as a character, because it's like she's got actual real things going on.
She does. With hating Nathaniel, we haven't really hated him since he first showed up. So to see his turn this last
It's been
episode,
the last couple episodes. Like
yeah,
once he started the long-term affair
he's pouting.
and the lack of him owning it,
Mhm.
and then it turns into self-pity.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's face it, man, self-pity isn't a good look on anybody.
No, I mean you can't really. I don't want to say respect it, but also at the same time, it's hard to feel bad for somebody that feels bad for themselves.
Well, I remember that one of my favorite songs on the show is "You Ruined Everything." Rebecca singing to herself,
Yeah.
and the song she said the song itself described it as self-indulgent, self-loathing, and that's really a lot of what she does, Nathaniel does, and Josh does. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm so mad what a bad person I am, but let me self-indulge and indulge and even make that narcissistic, about me. Let me martyr myself a little bit, which is
Yeah.
what all three of these characters kind of did in the last episode.
It's a bizarre love triangle.
It is, and it's like, oh look, I'm so awful, but it's I either slash need help or slash it's not my fault. But
Yeah.
look at what I'm dealing with, me, and it's like it is hard to love you right now.
That's the best part of the
Right.
show because the supporting cast looks at them and goes, "No."
Yeah. Oh, I loved it. I loved when Valencia just called her straight out on it and said,
Yeah.
"Stop." And she did.
Mhm.
Do you want to welcome some Patreon subscribers for the last few days, guys? I can pick things up. So Savannah, Midgie M, and Paul T. Hughes, thanks, guys, and welcome. We really, really do thank you for being here with us.
We do. If you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hello.
If you don't mind, hit the like button for us. Leave us a comment down below. Tell us your favorite character, how you feel about the show thus far. And while you're at it, why don't you hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the new content we've coming your way.
Absolutely. If you'd like to see a full reaction to every episode of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend and everything else we were watching, please check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. You'll need to sync up and watch along with us. We're, of course, watching on Netflix. No, he did. He really blew that there.
He did.
He made it all about him, which is all he's got. Yeah.
Maybe she's gonna realize that Nathaniel's not the guy.
Right. And I loved how Rebecca ended that, you know?
Yeah. Oh, candy corn. I'm not a candy corn guy.
I like candy corn. I won't go out and like buy it, but if it's in a dish at grandma's house or something, I'll eat the candy corn. Have we gotten a Halloween episode before?
I don't think so. Well, I explained the murder house.
Oh, you're right.
New doorbell. Rooftop killer set free despite history of mental instability and stalking.
Oh
Why
my
is
God.
This woman walking the streets of West
Oh, it's
Covina?
about her. But we all have a right to our private life, even our stupid things, you know?
Yeah, why would... It's not fair.
Okay, this one was
No.
posted 6 minutes ago and it already has 7 palm trees. Palm trees are likes on the site.
Oh, yeah,
Bunch
she's
to be locked
spiraling
up
again.
forever.
Yep.
She's a menace and a sexual terrorist.
Stop. That's it. You're done. Just shut
Yeah.
your computer and then go take a shower because
Yeah,
your
there's
ass
no-
is real.
It
Right.
kind of reminds me of
People know
Nate
stuff.
on
I
Ted
heard she slept
Lasso.
with a
There's
married
nothing
professor.
healthy about doing
She's a
this.
narcissist.
No,
Probably
I'm
more.
doing it for you. There you go.
Thank you, Heather. Listen to
I wanna see
Heather.
fake news. But it's just news.
And we are happy to have you and little Rebecca with
This
us.
cat loves me.
It's actually Rebecca.
Rebecca. I forgot. He's sticking with Rebecca. Okay.
Formula. I read somewhere that formula's just as good, so
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
it's fine.
it's fine. Breast milk is what's best.
Well, it has been shown to help with immunity and
It does help with immunity, yeah.
digestion. Also with preventing ear infections and SIDS.
SIDS? Give
my
her breast
God.
milk if I could, but I can't. I mean, it's not like I can just go out and buy it.
Sure, you can. There was a
Really?
market for breast milk. They call it the milk market.
Is this
I've
a
never
real
heard
thing?
of that, yeah.
All right, let us know, guys. It's a weird thing to ask, but you know.
As a curiosity.
Yeah,
though,
honestly.
Yeah.
Thank you for sauntering back in after weeks of absence. Do you have any idea how empty it is in here right now? Rebecca's been out.
I didn't ask about her. Okay. What's my father doing here? And who is that guy?
He's the new guy. I don't trust him.
He's the what? I'm sorry. Are you even a real lawyer?
Indeed I am. In addition to my degrees in hydroengineering and ceramics, JD, and I'm down with OPP.
Dad, I took a break. I'm
like,
gonna get this place into shape. We don't need this guy.
I say you do, and what I say goes.
Plus, the
I
guy's
am
a partner.
sensing
He
some
can show up what he
providential
wants.
tension right now, so I'd be happy to bow out.
Great. Bow out.
Bird is in charge, and that's that.
Now I'm feeling bad for Nathaniel.
Yeah.
I don't
well,
like to at this point, but
Kathy's right. It's go time, bunch.
Yeah. Go to the hocus pocus thing.
yeah.
I can't leave my house. I have a legal clinic at the county jail. I have to figure out if I'm going back to work, and I'm spiraling.
It's okay, Rebecca. Take a breath.
So, leave the house and come to you. I think I can do that. I can try to do that. Yeah.
Remember, you have the tools for this.
This
my
book about
God.
the Govinas just fell off the bookshelf by itself, and it opened to a chapter about this house. Yeah, it's really freaky. That sounded like
Is this just something that Rebecca's
Devin.
creating to distract herself?
Yes.
Okay. Get out of the house. Are you crazy? I can't leave. Devin needs me.
Valencia, don't encourage her. She just doesn't want to leave the house. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, whatever it is, there's a logical explanation.
She's just remembered for this one bad decision and the humiliating way she died.
So that's why she's connecting
how do
with
we
her.
find
She
out what
is.
she wants?
She's
How can we
her
reach
her,
out to
her
Well, summon
dirty
her.
laundry got aired.
Like a
Yeah.
seance.
Maybe Heather's right. Maybe there is some sort of psychological reason for creating this ghost.
Yes, there you go. Heather is right. Yeah, that's. She skipped her appointment for this dumb excuse. This dumb excuse.
It's better than stalking somebody, I
Yeah.
guess.
Excuse me. Sanford is my client. I can handle that.
Oh, you missed 2 court dates, so I stepped in to help out.
You guys are listening to him. Why?
Your dad said he's in charge.
But not really.
Oh, got us some milk jugs. Oh, look at this breast milk.
Oh my God.
Palmdale, but it looks gorgeous. Well, I gotta get this primo stuff before it gets snapped up.
It's primo stuff.
Oh, what do I do about Abby?
Only me. Babies are not really my area. Why are you freaking out about breast milk, Daryl? I was a formula baby, and I'm the healthiest person you know. Never had a cold.
Yeah, I know, but you're kind of a robot.
I hate Halloween. It's just an excuse to sell toxic plastic costumes and death sugar candy.
I mean, yeah.
Go on.
Who doesn't love Halloween?
And thank you for being the kind of person
It's
that I would
fine. I was never
hang out
huge
with on
into
Halloween.
it.
It's like the vibes.
Right. I just like getting free candy when I was
Yeah.
a kid, but I was like, why do I have to do the ritual?
Right? Candy, spooky movies,
Right.
costumes.
This ghost business is crap, and you're just ashamed to leave your house, and you made up a ghost in your mind as an excuse.
There's everything you need to know about Bert Buttonweezer.
Buttonweezer? You knew he was a weirdo.
He didn't know his last name.
I know you hate Halloween, but I love it. Come on! Wake her up, wake her up, wake her up!
That is a bad idea.
Great. Woke her up. Yes. As much as I hate your baby voice, and I hate it. She does look pretty cute in this little costume.
Yeah.
What's happening? Because what's going on with my baby?
Nothing. She's fine. Everything's fine.
What, you wouldn't have called if there wasn't something going on. Did
No,
she
no, no.
wake up?
No, she's asleep.
Help us make contact with any earthbound spirits.
I love
That's all
Valencia.
it is.
I love her. But she's not helping here.
I would never do this.
Right.
Maybe it's the Catholic in me. I don't know.
I just wouldn't go. I'd be like, I can't do this thing.
No.
I think it's crap with Paula. I'm not scared of it. I just
Yeah.
think it's dumb.
So you were a kid. Did anybody ever bust out a Ouija board?
The
Yeah.
occult is real.
Okay, I'm slightly freaked out.
Come on, these are great illusions. You're like David Copperfield without the assault allegations.
Wait, you
I don't know what's happening, but
gonna
I
be like,
don't
what?
like it, so
That's
I
pretty
am
good,
leaving.
No, wait. This is the moment. Devin is trying to communicate with us. Everyone. We're listening.
That's
Look
my
how much
guess.
milk I got!
She's asleep. And she was not dressed like a koala earlier.
Eureka! Liquid gold!
What is this big business opportunity that you call
There's
me
a
about?
blackout.
Well,
Yeah,
I
of
lied
course,
about
right,
that.
yeah.
But
That
it
explains
is
the
an
table.
opportunity for you to see the truth. Bert is in no way qualified to be running this place or even working here. Look, it's all in the file.
I don't care about him. I care about you. You're a screw-up who's in love with a lunatic who pushed a man off the roof.
You care about me?
Oh.
Man, I really did a number on you, didn't I?
Yes.
Whoa.
Today's the anniversary of her death.
Well, she died on Halloween.
Please
That's-
forgive me, Jesus. If you want me to become a nun, I totally will. Let's go buy some flowers and free a ghost from purgatory.
Are you leaving the house?
I have the car keys.
That is a ton of milk. You're good for what, 6 months?
No, that's a week. Then I gotta get out there and do it again.
You're kidding me.
I just wanted to make sure she had every advantage, you know? That's all I was doing it for.
The daughter with the weird name does not need breast milk
What's a
or
weird
a
name?
mom. She needs a good parent. She has one.
How come she's like, we need to give this girl a break, but
Yeah.
she won't give herself one?
Devin, I know what it's like to feel ashamed.
It's the same thing.
It is.
You can't change what happened, but you can change what will happen. So move on, Devin.
Are we getting a Patton Oswalt
Nice.
song? Because I would love it.
The last episode we saw, he was making Paula touch the ray.
Oh yeah.
Hello,
that's right. Yeah,
Nathaniel
right.
Jr.
Yeah.
You wanted to see me? My father relieved you of your duties. But the thing is, he can't do that.
Because he's an
I
owner.
control the majority of this
Yeah.
branch. Instead of adding my name to the branch, I've decided to rename it something short and catchy.
Behold the legal collective known as Mountaintop.
Oh my god, it's so pretty. I love lightning bolts.
Don't get too comfortable, Buttonweezer. Oh, I won't. Not with my fibromyalgia.
There's gonna be a lot of people in there judging me. It's gonna be
So
fine.
what?
I promise.
It passes, right? That's the truest thing in the episode is the conspiracy theorists, right?
Absolutely.
Like here's the explanation thing going on. Oh, is it?
Ah, man.
Yes. Well,
They've killed it for 2 straight episodes.
They have.
As far as the nuance of what it is to be a complicated person.
or just a person in general.
Right.
It isn't complicated. you
Right,
know?
absolutely. That was great. Once Patton Oswalt showed up, and by the way, absolutely love Patton Oswalt
Yeah.
and everything.
It's a great cameo.
For sure. For a second time, but apparently playing the same character, thank goodness.
Yeah.
The idea that's like, dude, everybody has stuff in their past they're embarrassed about. The problem is, and we said this at the beginning, Rebecca had hers kind of dumped out there to the world. And and that's why I was really sympathetic towards her, and I still am, because think about all the little embarrassing things that have happened, interpersonally, or even when no one's around that's happened to you. Like, Can you imagine if everybody just found out every dumb thing about you all at once?
Yeah.
It'd be like, that'd be awful for anybody.
It is, you know, and I like how they addressed it.
Yeah.
And also, at the very end, she kind of embraced it.
Right.
And then, you know, the people are like, oh, she's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's the best way to handle it. I wouldn't be taking selfies with people.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't, because my problem with that is you kind of make yourself the joke when you kind of lean into it like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you're trying to move on, I'm not sure that's the healthiest way to do it.
Yes. But still, you know, everybody progresses in a different way.
Absolutely.
And she's owning it. She finally got out of the house. I liked that they had their little seance, so to speak.
Right.
And she was able to come to terms with the past, Devin, you know, being a metaphor for
it was
herself,
great.
You know?
Yeah. Rebecca gets there, you know what I mean? Like, she does a good job of working through her stuff, but she does a lot of projection to get there. Like, that's all this was. And a little bit in the last episode. I have really loved the last 2 episodes. I think we're going to have a really strong 4th season where we kind of come full circle, and Rebecca just kind of learns how to accept herself without help from other people. You know what I mean? Like working through her own stuff and accepting who she is. And if she can do that, she's going to be so strong by the end of the show.
Yeah, it's there's never a definite end to this, right? It's always going to be a work in progress till the very end.
Right.
And I wonder if the show ends with her staying in West Covina or leaving West Covina and just like learning from her experiences. You know what I mean?
I don't see her leaving because I just feel like her whole support system's there. The people she cares. I mean, she could.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's kind of her best shot at happiness.
Yeah.
Is the support system that she has.
She came here for a second chance, so she needs to, I guess, full on have that.
Right, and we had those moments where her mom was like, "You're an idiot for moving out," or she's like, "I like it here. I like the climate. I like the pace of the place.
Yeah.
I like the people around me." So I do feel like this is home for her, but obviously that could change.
We haven't seen her mom in a while. It's been a long time.
I think. I mean, I obviously you have to pay pay actors and everything.
No,
but
sure.
It was a weird choice not to have her around for Rebecca's trial and incarceration.
Yeah.
Like your daughter's been arrested for attempted murder. I'm busy.
I wonder if she knew about it even. You know, I mean,
I'm sure. I mean, how did that not end up like all over social media and stuff? I mean,
it is now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, her friends and family back home. You know what I mean? Like, how did her circle, the evil lawyer woman whose name I can't remember, who she always got compared to, how did maybe her mom didn't know. Maybe she never checked in during all of that time.
Well, we know her
that's
mom's
a tough sell.
Her mom's quite vain. We know that
for sure.
I'm sure she was,
and she's kind of an absentee mother for the most part too.
So it's on brand with her character, I guess.
Right.
I also liked the Josh, and then also Daryl side of the story.
Do you think White Josh is going to kind of get more comfortable with the idea of being around a baby? And like by the end of the show, he no wait, I really like. Maybe he's not like I love children, but he might love this one, right?
Yeah,
He might fall in love with Rebecca to the point where he wants to actually co-parent with Rebecca, which is a terrible name.
Whenever they said you have time to change it, I thought they were going to change it.
So did I. I thought at least it'd be pretty funny if they did change it, but to something worse.
Rebecca is awful.
Rebecca is awful.
Heavy. Yeah. No, she was adorable in the koala costume, but I do think that he will eventually come around, and then him and Daryl have some kind of reconciliation with one another.
I hope so. That's my favorite couple on the show.
I know, and it's man, I like they're still together being friends.
Right.
But it's not the same, man.
No. It isn't the same.
No.
They're very happy together as a couple.
Trying to think what else that we touched upon in this episode. It was pretty contained, pretty focused episode. It wasn't all over the place.
No.
Yeah, we got a new owner at White Feather.
Yeah.
Well, it's not White Feather. It's Mountaintop now, I guess.
I don't know the actor's name, but he's been in. I've seen him a million times.
Yeah. He's always in sitcoms, I feel like.
Yeah, he does a lot of comedy work for sure.
Mm-hmm. But it's also interesting. He showed up in. Was that season 1 when he first showed up? When he was living in a sewer?
Season 1 or early season 2. But yeah.
I think it was season 1 because Greg was there.
Was Greg there?
Yes, because it was the first time her and Josh kissed in the courtroom.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're right. It was season 1, towards the end of season 1. But yeah, it was season 1 there.
And he has still briefly been in the show since then, and now he's
in a therapy group, and now
gonna be a regular.
Talented guy.
So
good to if you have a talented cast, how many shows does that happen on where you have somebody in for a short amount of time? It's like, no, wait, you're actually really good here and in this part. You're coming back.
I wonder if that means like, the people that write the show and like, Rachel Bloom are like, we like this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to be on the show.
I mean, remember, famously, you talk about shows like Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how...
with Jesse?
With Jesse, yeah. Was supposed to be killed off in the first season.
And they're like, nope.
And they're like, nope, too good.
This guy's sticking around.
Yeah, we're gonna keep him around. Same thing with Steve on Stranger Things.
Was he supposed to die?
He was supposed to die in the first season. But
really?
The Duffers love him. And
Joe Keery.
And they were like, they've said that like he's the only safe character on the show now.
I love that.
I do too.
Makes sense because he's one of the best characters on that show.
He's great, and they just like I love working with the actor. I think he's great on the show. They decided to go from killing him in season 1 to having him be the one safe character.
That's one of my favorite things about TV shows is not just the thematic stuff they put on screen, but also the behind the scenes stuff of it and how an actor can actually become the role.
Well, yeah. It's more of a process than films because films are done in like 1 to 4 months, right?
They're more set.
Yeah, exactly.
When you write
here's your storyboards, here's your schedule.
Yeah.
here's our shot schedule, right?
And you can figure stuff out as you make it. But with TV shows, it's much more trial and error.
Oh, absolutely. And it's like hey, this character worked, Adam Longer. This character didn't work. Mandy on West Wing. Let's write her off. It's more organic because if you're doing a show for 7 seasons, you're not. I mean, you may have a sense of where the thing ends up, but there's a lot that's going to change on the journey. You know?
Getting from point A to point B.
Right.
There's a lot of room in there.
With good shows.
Yes.
Crap shows will do what crap shows do, but with really good shows, there's room for growth and change.
Yeah, and this is one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Look forward to see where it goes from here.
I do too.
We'll catch you on the next one, guys.
See you guys.